Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. In the description of this video, you can find my compiled link. Through there, you can find ways to support the channel, my other social media, and more. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing a first thought today. This first thought is on Alaundo the Seer. We've got the generic Simic Good Stuff Commander that has card advantage and cost reduction on it. Every set's got one. This is this set's. But this card's got a little bit of a twist. You tap it to draw a card, of course, but then you exile a card from your hand, and that card is exiled with X time counters on it, where X is the mana value, and then you remove a counter from every other card you have in exile. It's pretty cool. One thing to note is that it does not give those cards Suspend, so they will not lose counters at the beginning of your upkeep, only when you tap Alaundo. Very, very important to note. But cards that do have Suspend will technically be suspended even if you exile them with Alaundo, because the rules say that a card is suspended if it has Suspend in exile with time counters on it. The categories I'll be talking about today are cards with Suspend. Then we have ways to untap Alaundo, some card draw synergies, some hate cards, which I think will work really well in this deck, and a couple of one-off cards. So starting off with cards with Suspend. First up is Aeon Chronicler. Typically this card's a pretty bad Suspend card because you have to pay X and 4 mana. Or you can just suspend it for free off of your commander here, and it ends up with 5 time counters on it. Each time, whenever a time counter is removed, you get to draw a card. So you draw a card every time you tap your commander from Aeon Chronicler, and at the beginning of your upkeep when a time counter is removed, because it does have Suspend. That's awesome. This card's sweet. Ancestral Vision, more card draw. You have Crashing Footfalls to make some rhinos. Gaia's Will, play stuff from your graveyard. That seems great. Inevitable Betrayal, super fun card there. Inspiring Refrain is really powerful because it also puts itself back into exile. Mox Tantalite seems great, along with Soul Talisman. Both those just are mana rocks that you can get pretty quickly. Reality Strobe is really cool. It can help to really control the board. People are going to hate it because every couple turns it comes back and you'll just be bouncing things. It's very, very powerful. Search for Tomorrow is just on-theme ramp. Then you have Sinister Concierge, which is a really cool card from Streets of New Capenna, and it can come down faster than whatever card it suspends with it, which is really powerful. So you can just kind of continuously hit stuff and take them off the board. I like that one a lot. That seems like a really fun include. Suspend cards are just so powerful in this deck because they remove counters twice as faster, if not faster. Next, we're going to talk about ways to untap Alaundo, so that way you can get stuff into play faster, so you can cast things as fast as possible. A Pedo Alchemist, Chakram Retriever seems fantastic in this deck. It works really well if you have like stuff lined up one after another, because you can cast them off each other. Fate Stitcher is a great untapper. Freed from the Real and Pemenzora do it at a very good rate. Intruder Alarm is cool. Same thing with Awakening. That one's pretty interesting. It's kind of like a Seedborn Muse, but for everybody. Then there's Seedborn Muse. There's Kiora and Kiora's Follower. Magerite Stone, of course. Minamo, Murktide Liege. You have Sereth, Thousand Year Elixir, and Staff of Domination. All of those can be very powerful in this deck. The more you can tap your commander, the faster you're going to be able to cast spells for free, the more cards you get to draw. So these will really make your engine run. These are very important cards in this deck. I love this. It seems super fun. Very exciting. Next, I'm going to talk about some card draw synergies. You can use Alhammer's Archive, Teferi's Aegis Insight, and Thought Reflection to draw an extra card every time. And that works really well with your commander because it gives you another card to look at and choose from when you're suspending something. Or not suspending, but exiling something. Then you have Chasm Skulker, Uriel, Min, Toothy, and Archmage's Ascension, which all trigger off drawing cards, and you're going to be doing that a lot, so they seem like a worthwhile include. And now we're on to my favorite section. This is the hate cards. Because of the fact that you're going to be casting stuff from exile for free, you don't need a lot of your resources, so you can kind of limit everyone's resources. Knowledge Pool seems great in this deck because it kind of screws with your opponents and makes them have to cast weird things in weird ways. but you don't have to worry about it because it's only from hand and you're going to be casting things from exile. Then you have cards that really hate on lands and stuff like Back to Basics, Rising Waters, Winter Orb, Static Orb, Tangle Wire, Root Maze, Sunder, all of those, Storm Cauldron as well. All of those seem like great includes in this deck because if you can slow the game down like crazy, like Static Orb, only untap 2 permanents a turn. You just need to untap your commander. It doesn't matter if you untap a land or not because you're going to be using your commander to just exile things and remove time counters and cast things for free. It's so good. So good. Such a good strategy. It'll slow the game down a lot, but you'll have a clear advantage and be able to reap the most benefits from the slowing down of the game. You could also throw in Jingataxis for just a little more hate and being able to copy your things. That seems pretty fun. And now we're on to the one-off cards. Concordant Crossroads, Lightning Greaves, and Swiftfoot Boots can all give Alaundo haste, which is really powerful. Being able to activate Alaundo the turn he enters is great. And we have See the Truth. You're going to be able to cast that from exile and just draw 3 cards. That seems pretty good. But that's everything I got for Alaundo the Seer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody.